So my third and last tip, and I'm sure there are many more, but that I'm talking about the three major ones here for appetite suppressant and keeping your appetite in check with your goals and what you want to achieve, is that of managing your stress levels. Um, for women especially, see this much more in women than we do in men. Emotional eating and eating for reasons other than physical hunger is very, very, very common. And you will feel a response that drives you to eat something that or if you think about it logically, is probably not due to hunger. So if it's very shortly after a meal time, if you've had enough to eat in that day, if something that you're craving something very specific, and it is often a sugary or high fatty food or a combination of the two. If you can actually feel yourself being stressed, or what your trigger is, and when I say stress, it doesn't have to mean stress in the sense of the word that you believe stress to be, but it can be something like boredom, for example, or you're upset, you're sad about something. That can drive emotional eating as well. So it's a big driver for confusing your appetite signals, really. Maybe increasing your appetite, but not for physical hunger, more because you're trying to fill the hunger feeling with something, with food, when really there's no physical hunger to feed because you've actually had enough of whatever it is. You can notice emotional hunger over physical hunger often in the speed at which it comes on as well. Physical hunger will be something that builds up slowly, and you can kind of put it aside while you get on with things, and then it will come back into your head again. You think, oh, I'm feeling a bit peckish. Oh, it doesn't matter, I've got this to finish, or I need to, I don't know, put the washing on or whatever. And you can ignore it for a while, and then it will come back a bit stronger and come back a bit stronger till eventually you're driven to have something to eat. Emotional hunger often is there in an instant, and it's very, very driving. It will send you to something very specific. So it will send you to a bar of chocolate. It will send you to the biscuit barrel, whatever it be. Like I said, usually high sugar, high fat foods. And on that note as well, the physical hunger versus emotional hunger. Physical hunger is normally satisfied with a wide range of foods. So you could quite happily have a chicken drumstick and some, I don't know, roast vegetables or something if you're physically hungry, because that would be nice and tasty, and it fits with your goals and you enjoy it. It's something that you enjoy. And if you're emotionally hungry and you're driven towards something, that's not going to cut it. You could have some I don't know, a chicken leg and some roasted vegetables, but that craving for the chocolate bar or something doesn't go away. And that again strongly suggests it's not physical hunger that is causing the issue there. It's emotional hunger. So with all of these things, with emotional hunger, it's always about addressing the source. And you can supplement with things to reduce your stress levels, and ashwagandha is a supplement that I've seen repeatedly again and again, some very reliable sources, that it can be a good stress relief. But I would only use it as a short-term thing. It's not supplements for this type of thing. Is to help you through a short-term problem. You have to address the problem, because ashwagandha on its own is not going to take away your source of stress. It will maybe help you through it at that period. So, excuse my phone. So it has to be about tackling the source of the stress, and whatever that is, it could be a relationship issue, could be financial, could be a work issue, whatever it is. And that's, that then it goes on to a whole new area of support that is more on the coaching side, which is another line of work that I do. But that would be very much then on a one-to-one to help you take the next steps to addressing what the stress of the problem is. It's not something I can advise you on over a video, because all your stresses are going to be very different. But suffice to say, as soon as you start to tackle the problem of whatever the stress is head on, and start to make even the tiniest steps towards tackling it, you will start to feel in control, and you'll start to feel better about the situation. So I suppose what I'm advising is, don't bury your head in the sand and hope that it will go away, because the stress that you're feeling and the emotional eating that's coming on the back of that will not get any better until you address the source of the stress. So, you know, in whatever form you decide to tackle it, you need to tackle it. Okay, I hope that helps, ladies. But have a think about when you're driven for something and you get that raging appetite. Is it actual physical hunger? Is it emotional? If it's physical, you know, and all the evidence for that stacks up, go and get yourself something to eat. If it's emotional, have a word with yourself and think about why it is that you're driven to eating something when you know you're not physically hungry. Have a look at the sources. Get a pad of paper and a pen out. Have a bit of a brain dump. Have a think about what's on your mind and what's causing you to feel the way you are and act the way you are. And when you start to tackle that stress source, that's when the answers will start to come and things will start to get a lot easier for you. Okay, hope that helps.